Yeah, there you are. A good girl. And there's Pearl barking and then going in the house. There's my Maisie. Something in the front. Maisie. Pearl thinks something's in the front. Yeah. Good morning. Morning. Seem to have a cough. My throat feels a little rough. Would that be my cod liver oil doing that? That would be weird. Look at Dennis's poor cabbages. Can you see how eaten up they are? He's got bugs on his cabbage. He's not going to have cabbages anyway, so. Good morning, I'm Barbara. It's Sunday, June 23rd. Not a gorgeous day out here. It's going to be, my guess it's going to be thundery today, just from the way the clouds look and the weather and everything. And it's muggy. But it's not raining, so that counts. I didn't put anything in my coffee today, and I'm sorry, so I'm going to go doctor my coffee. I'll be right back. I'm back. Cream. I like it better with cream. I'm not putting any sweetener in it, just some cream. I slept okay last night. My knee's clicking a little bit, which is disappointing. Now I have my glasses on so I can see how bad my hair looks. So I'm doing well. I slept pretty well, and it's been a few nights. I don't know why I say that. Tonight I'm not going to sleep now. What do you bet? Because I just said that. I have no idea what my neighbors are doing, but they're doing something noisy. It's not that late. But there are sounds behind me. They don't exactly sound like cicadas. They sound like a lot of crickets, which probably means it's the cicadas. And a bird squawking off. I went out to my studio again yesterday. You know, it's interesting. I have a different kind of wire than I was previously using. It looks like it's a brass wire, rather than the copper, because I used up the copper that was out there. Hey, puppy. You're gonna say good morning? There's my Maisie. All right, quit licking me, you goofball. You know I don't like to be licked. She doesn't care. So I was out in the studio yesterday, and I grabbed everything out of here because that makes a lot of sense. And I was doing leaves. Now, I don't know if you like the leaves as well as the flowers. They're kind of elegant little things. This one has too much of a curl on it because later I realized leaves will go in the mail. I'm very excited. And I made some more of my chops. But leaves will go in the mail. They're flatter than the flowers. So I will be able to send stitch markers through the mail in a card, I'm sure. And that was the, there you go, the criteria I needed for me to think about. Now I did try to do some other leaf designs. I don't know if you can really see that very well. But I think these little swoopy leaves are quite elegant. And they don't take very long. And then I did some of my little chops, which you can't see. So, how many did I do? It's hard for me to keep track. But anyway, I'm starting to talk about the wire. So the copper wire gets fire scale on it, and I have to use steel wool on them a little bit to get them cleaned up. But these do not get fire scale on them, and they do not need to be cleaned up. They're not, I mean, the silver, copper ones, if I would run my finger up against that wire, it would be black. And well, and you could see, in fact, I could go in and grab some of the flowers. But anyway, there's no fire scale on these. They are no longer brass looking. They're looking a little bit more like silver, like dull silver rather than brass. But less work. Not that you putting a little steel wool on is not that much trouble. But I was surprised to see that. To realize that this morning, but there's no fire scale on these. They look perfectly clean. That's cool. So anyway, I think I'm gonna be able to send these through the mail, so I will send myself some through the mail and make sure. Maybe I'll take Danielle up on it, send some to her. She can be my test mailer. I don't even know. Do I have your address? In a card, because the point is I want to be able to just send a card. I don't want to have to make packages, but I would love to send you a card. So on the assumption, maybe a big assumption, that I can mail these and they'll go. Now the ones that are curled a little bit might be in jeopardy. I'm gonna have to include those in packages that in my see, like this one. Include the curled ones in my packages I'm sending of yarn or something. And Debbie got one of the yarn prizes, and she they didn't recognize her Ravelry name. So I get to send at least one yarn package. I don't know what it is. I have to see if she messaged me her favorite color so I know what to choose from. But anyway, so I'm thinking that I will send out some of these stitch markers. And if you have an interest in a stitch marker, then email me. I have an email address, flameandfiber@mindspring.com, and I'll put it down here. And it's on the back panel that I put up on all my vlogs, which I forgot to move in yesterday, so so my vlog ended, and then my, you know, whatever. Everybody thought it was 20 minutes. It wasn't. That was just where it ended last time. Maybe I'm getting too technical. But anyway, send me an email, flameandfiber@mindspring.com, and I need your name, your snail mail address, and I would like you to tell me your YouTube name and your Ravelry and Instagram names if you are on either of those platforms. I would love that. And if you do that, and if this sending the card thing works, I will send you a couple stitch markers. Only 2 or something, you know, not a lot, but a couple. And I'll see how many of these I have to make, and I'll have to try to make them flatter, I think. I have to be more careful. Once I realized that these could go in the mail, I tried to make them flatter and not have quite so much of a curl. Yeah, that's a curl, a little bit of a curl. So the problem with the curl, of course, is that the pressure on the envelope could break it. Maybe I'll send Danielle a curly one too, just so that'll be a good test. I was going to mail it to myself, I thought, but they may not put it through the mail machine to myself, even though I send it from a different post office. This one's a little weird looking. I'm sure there's a tree that has a leaf like that, though. I thought, it's a little long. It might stick in the knitting, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I was back out in the studio yesterday, and that was fun. And I wore cotton today, so I could go out again. Most of what I have is cotton, but that stripy dress, my stripy dress is not cotton, so I can't wear that in the studio, and I don't want to go back up the steps to get changed, so I'm wearing cotton. I'm also wearing earrings. These are cute earrings. I found them in my jewelry box. I have no idea where I got them. I like them. The wondrous jewelry box full of surprises. I wonder how many days before I'll have to start repeating my earrings. We'll find out, I guess. Actually, I hope not. I hope we don't find out. Oh my gosh, I haven't hardly said anything. I did want to, I showed this on the podcast. This is the Silberling. The lovely Linda sent me this pattern. She's the sweetest thing. She's the one who sent me the taupe pattern, which I ended up making right away, which that's usually not what happens when somebody sends me a pattern. Isn't that pretty? I'm liking this. This is a crop sweater, circular yoke. I have to see what I have in, excuse me, in sport weight. It's supposed to be in sport weight, but the reality of anything is you can make it in whatever you want. Let's see. Finished measurements is supposed to have 2 to 4 inches of ease. So this goes from a 38 to a 56. 2 to 4 inches. So I think I need approximately 1,000 yards of sport weight for this. Isn't that pretty? She's the sweetest thing. Thank you, Linda. And I might be. Who knows? Who knows? I did knit yesterday, but I just knit on Ella's boxy. I am within a couple inches of splitting for the front and back on that boxy. You know, sometimes you just want to sit and knit. You guys understand that? You sock knitters, blanket knitters, crochet blankets. You understand. At least I was knitting. I might need to knit myself a green sweater, though. I am loving that. Of course, I could always keep it. She doesn't know it's for her. Thanks, Ella, for the suggestion on color. I'd have to give the money back, though. I have to pay for it out of my allowance because one of the sweaters was not allowance since it's a gift, since they're gifts. Oh, Lordy Lou. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I do think I'm going to go back out in the shed and do some more. I just did it for a while, and I got tired of it, and so I stopped. And I think these turned out cute. So I hope you don't care I hope you like the leaves, because I just don't think the flowers will go through the mail. But the flowers will be good if I'm sending a package anyway. So the prize winner, the yarn winners, will get some flowers, because that's what I made the other day. And, you know, that kind of thing. They're sweet little things, and I'm sure you will like them. If you would like one, I would be happy to send you one. Being ridiculous. So anyway, there is no news. I do not have any news. I suppose that's a good thing. No news is good news. My mother always said that. That's one of her favorite sayings. No news is good news. Which is a good thing for her because her children are not good communicators. We don't call very often, that kind of stuff. So no news is good news worked out very well for her. Oh, my brother Tim was gone for quite a while. He was living in Atlantic City, in Vegas for a while. He was, you know, off doing stuff, hadn't been around for quite a while. And car pulled up to the farm. And this tall guy got out, and my mother's like, you know, she's like looking at the license plate. Who would this be? I don't know, you know, who the heck is this? To herself. And then my younger brother John got out of the other side of the car, and she realized the first one was her son too. That's how long it had been since she'd seen him. She didn't recognize him from 100 yards. We're not that good at communicating. We don't, you know, I haven't called you. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I can do a vlog every morning, but I can't pick up the phone. I don't know what that story is. I shouldn't even say this out loud. I am also thinking about trying to figure out Zoom a little bit, and maybe arranging like a Zoom knitting time if people would like to do that, because we are all becoming friends. You guys are commenting on each other's comments, and you know, I'm feeling like we're all becoming friends, but I don't know what you look like. And you can't talk back. Although I'm such a hog on those things. I talk too much, so I would just sit there and listen and let you guys talk. Yeah, right. Like that'll ever happen. But you know what I mean. It'll be a chance for me to hear what you guys have to say. But the Zoom meeting that I have with my daughter, she set up. She has professional Zoom because she uses it at her work, and she set up Sammy's Zoom family birthday call, which I'm assuming she's going to do again on Wednesday because it's Isabel's birthday, so we should have a Zoom family Isabel's birthday call. I am seriously considering taking a ride to State College to visit my dad and mom on Wednesday, because Wednesday is also my father's birthday. Isabel was born on my father's 82nd birthday. And, you know, they have visiting times. You sit outside and you wear masks. Social distance, but I could bring him his card. Assuming, of course, it was nice weather on Wednesday because they sit outside, which is good. So I would drive up there, sit and talk for a couple of hours, lay eyes on them, and then drive home. Because I don't really want to stay overnight at my brother's. Just to be on the safe side. But I'll let them know that I'm going to be there if they wanted to be there too. And make it a day trip. It's a 3-hour drive, so I would be in the car a lot, but I'm thinking about doing that. And if I do that, I will give you some notice, because I don't think I'll be able to do a vlog if I do that. So, and I wouldn't want you to worry about me, because I know you would. But if I did that, I would have to leave early-ish, although maybe not so early, actually, because I think it's like visiting is like from 1 to 3, so I wouldn't have to leave till 10. Who knows? But anyway, there's a possibility that I might have a planned hiatus. Anyway, I will say goodbye. I seem to be rambling. That was just a random thought. But my brother has been visiting them. And my cousin visited them yesterday. I'm like, if she can go, I can go. You know, I can just go and say hi. My cousin's from Oregon, and my parents are her only relatives besides us. Besides my parents' children that are here nearby. So my cousin was the one that I went out to dinner with the night I did my first podcast. We went out on a wine tour, and I was all dressed up, and I had makeup on, and you know, my hair looked good, and I'm like, you know what, I'm doing this when I got back. So, which is coming up on my 4th anniversary of my podcast. September 10th will be 4 years. Crazy. Anyway, there's Pearly Girl. Pearl, you gonna say hi? Pearl, you gonna say hi? You gonna say hi to everybody? No, you're gonna listen to the... There you go. She's saying hi. Are you saying hi? Okay, I'm done. Done rambling for the day. No news, 20 minutes later. Pearl has stuff to say, but she and I will talk later. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane. And I'm putting the email address if you would like some stitch markers. Just email me all your info. See you tomorrow. Stay safe.